Hello everyone, this is Steve with Stop Motion Sensei, your go-to resource for stop motion animation. In our online brick film animation courses, I'll teach you professional film techniques to help make your videos look spectacular. The link is right down there, so go to stopmotionsensei.com and create your account today. Enjoy the video. Today I'm going to be reviewing Brickmania's LEFH 1840 10.5 centimeter light howitzer kit. This is a really cool kit from Brickmania. Love what they did with it. And before we get into the review, I think we should cover a little bit of history. This was a light howitzer used by the Germans in World War II, and it has a pretty cool story. Just over 10,000 of these guns were built during World War II, and these light howitzers were a mainstay in the German Wehrmacht. The original variant of the LEFH-18 was a great weapon for the Germans. It had a range of 10,675 meters and a rate of fire of 6 to 8 rounds per minute. It was reliable, solidly constructed, but that solid construction ended up making its weight a problem. Now, the German military largely relied on horses for transport, and they found the 18s were difficult to tow, especially in the mud and the snow on the Eastern Front. So many 18s were lost to the Soviets because the German crews couldn't pick up and move them fast enough. In 1942, the Germans needed a reliable light howitzer that could be produced quickly and would be ready for combat as fast as possible. To complete the task, the LEFH-18M barrel was mounted to the 7.5 centimeter PaK-40 anti-tank gun carriage, and the LEFH-1840 was born. Now, the wheels of the PaK-40 were a little small, so those original wheels were replaced by larger steel wheels and solid rubber tires, and the 18M gun that was mounted also had a muzzle brake on it, and this was to reduce the effects of recoil. Now, really quick, the muzzle brake science is really cool. Basically, a muzzle brake redirects hot gas that's leaving the barrel, and so all of that momentum from the explosion doesn't come straight backwards as the gas exits the barrel. It'll be distributed a little more evenly, and that's what reduces recoil. And the less recoil meant that the PaK-40 carriage was able to be put through a little bit less stress, even with that larger gun on it. Now, later in the war, the Germans created a more powerful explosive charge as well, and the LEFH-1840 now had an effective firing range of over 12,000 meters. Let's review this gun. So, on first sight, there's a couple of really cool features with this kit. Now, the one that stands out to me the most is the muzzle brake on the front of that barrel, and that is a really cool piece, really cool addition to this set. I believe that is a custom 3D printed piece, and they did a really nice job color matching it. It matches that Brick Arms barrel pretty nicely. You also notice that we have a custom Brick Arms barrel on here, the shorter version of the Brick Arms barrel in the dark tan, which is a cool feature, I think. And in overall looks, this is the ambush camouflage. So the ambush camouflage with that dark brown, the dark beige, and the light beige, that looks really, really cool. Now, in terms of the gun's range of motion, we're also looking at a really excellent design. The elevation of the gun is great. An elevation is the gun's movement along the vertical axis. And I believe the LEFH-1840 in real life had a -6 elevation all the way up to 40 degrees or so. And this gun does that no problem. I think goes even higher than that. And I might have my degrees wrong too. So don't quote me on that. But the elevation of this gun's design is really cool. And the armor actually does move up and down. You can change the angle of the armor on this as well. The gun does not traverse, and traversing is moving on the horizontal axis, so it doesn't twist from left to right. Now, the real LEFH 1840 would have done this, but this isn't a big deal. One, I think we would be asking far too much to have a gun that traversed as well as looked the way it does and has the elevation feature, which I think is more important, especially in stop motion. The other thing is, I think to make this gun traverse would have been to ruin the design. I think the design is fantastic. The traverse would have added a little extra height to it and made it much taller than minifigures, which is not what you want from your scale models. So the traversing is not a big deal at all. I just thought I'd mention it. It does not twist left and right, and nor do I expect it to. Historical accuracy on this kit is really well done, something that I've come to expect from Brickmania. Just really well done in terms of historical accuracy. Another cool feature of this kit is that we do have those legs in the back, those support legs that will fold up and go into transport mode, which is really nice. You have the ability to integrate this build with your other Brickmania kits or with your own mocks, and I think that's awesome. And also, it's historically accurate. These guns were meant to be towed either by teams of horses or by motorized vehicles, and so that's a great feature of this kit as well. Also, I think I should mention, guys, BrickArms artillery shells do fit into these 1x1 Technic bricks that are at the back, where the actual shells would have been chambered for this gun, and that's really cool. Now, the shells don't go all the way into that Technic brick, but this is not a huge deal for stop motion because we can show we can show our minifigure initially putting the shell into that chamber, and then we can take the warhead off and then show the shell slowly sliding in to that 1x1 Technic brick until it quote-unquote disappears, right? The other thing about that is these crews would have been really well trained and really efficient, so they would have been moving shells in and out of this gun quickly, and that's going to help you in your stop motion as well. Show maybe 2 or 3, even 4 photos of the shell sliding into the chamber, and that's all you need. These guys would have been doing this really quick in real life if they were a light howitzer crew. So overall, big takeaways, guys. Love the muzzle brake that Brickmania made for this kit. I think it really makes it unique, especially because you can't find it in other Brickmania kits. We get that BrickArms barrel as well, which is cool, and ambush camouflage look is great. Historical accuracy is great. I'd say 10 out of 10 for this Brickmania build. We've got some cool history behind it. Really cool to add to your collection and to add to your stop motion films, which I intend to use this one for. And at $36, you know, I would purchase another one of these if they make another run. I really hope that Brickmania also gives us some of those 3D printed muzzle brakes. I think those look so great. Hopefully they release some of those for individual sale at some point, because that's a really cool feature of this gun and really well done. So I'd say 10 out of 10 for this kit, guys. I'm really happy with it. I think it looks great. Historical accuracy is killer. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like below and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. We've got quick builds. We've got tons of great stop motion advice for you guys, and we will look forward to seeing you on the channel. You guys have a good one.